Hello everybody.
How everyone doing?
It is Tuesday's Travels. Is that what we're calling it?
Today is a day where your two favorite travelers are going to tell you about another one of our Tuesday favorite adventures that we got on. As you can see, we say we travel. There's our home full time. And we are going to tell you about a little, big, but little at the same time, garage that we got to stumble upon on the border of New Hampshire and Maine.
Wow. Look at this.
And the name of the gentleman's garage was?
Chuck Schwager.
So we got to go into Chuck Schwager's garage.
Yes.
And we pull in because this town probably had like 250 people there. So it's really tiny. Not even a grocery store. Their local grocery store was a mini mart / gas station. That was where they would go to get their supplies. We pull into this big garage. We go in and Jesse and I are both just taken back.
I'm too big. I'm too big.
Is it a little crunchy in there for you?
I'm too big for the Jaguar. What a beautiful piece of work.
It literally stopped us in our tracks as soon as we walked in the door and saw these cars.
I'm a little big.
You look like a giant in a toy car.
It's too small for me, huh? I think we both commented at the same time. This is like Jay Leno's garage or something. The Ferraris and Aston Martins, the Cobra, GT Cobra, Thunderbird. When you show the video, it'll walk right in. I mean, the cars were in immaculate shape. Mm-hmm. And of course, me, being the rambunctious individual that I am, had permission. I didn't do this without permission, but I was allowed to get in and out of the cars as I pleased. And all the keys were in the ignition. And oh my gosh, it took so much restraint. I'm like, can I just turn one on? Can I fire one up? Can I turn one on? Like the Mercedes-Benz, I just wanted to start it up and feel like I was in the 90s again, cruising in Beverly Hills or something. Not that I've ever done that, but we have a mechanic that was there, and so he walked us through and told us about all the cars and how he uses them, what they're for, and his purposes, how he required some of them. And is a key in there?
No, it's not creature comforts to delete.
Is a key in there? Start it.
No.
Yeah. Well, it's just made for one thing, to go in a straight mile,
Look,
quarter mile.
do that again?
That's it.
Start it.
That's all it does.
They were all, I think most of them that he talked about were extremely rare. Like only 400 were made of one, and only a couple hundred were made of another. Another one was one of 3, I think, mm-hmm. that had all of the specific things. So it's quite the garage for sure.
And this car is, except for some paintwork, is all original.
Only 252 built.
Yeah.
How's that for a collector's item?
Mm-hmm. And I was just drooling over all the beautiful chrome.
I was getting yelled at. So our family came with us. It was an associate of my Uncle Bobby. It was his acquaintance, and he's the one that got us permission. And I don't think they appreciated how hyper I was being in there. Like, I was very into everything, opening things, touching.
They gave us permission, of course.
Yeah.
At first, we go and see a lot of classic cars. We love cars, and we know don't touch, don't get fingerprints, all that. And so that's what we were expecting. But then as soon as the guy said that we could sit in them if we wanted, we were like, oh,
so
yeah.
There was 5 people with us, and I was the only one getting in and out of the cars. She did one, and they're very tiny. So I'm 6'1", almost 6'2", 220 pounds. I'm a big fella, and I could barely fit into some of them. So
1954, that were off in this car, the Dodge Red Ram or the Cadillac 331 cubic inch with 2 4-rows. And this has a Corvette motor, 327, 300 horse. It's a little bit lighter than the other engine, so it handles better.
What's his fastest car?
What's the fastest car? Probably the Cobra, 600 horsepower. Yeah, that's a beast.
Unfortunately for me, I think in my future, will ever never own a GT Cobra because I can't fit, or a Jaguar XJ8 Sports Car Edition, and I won't own a James Bond car, which I've always wanted. But it was a cool, fun place to adventure out to, and then we didn't get much, or I don't think we got any videos, but they had he had really few cool old boats.
I may have gotten some.
So, you know,
They were under the tarps.
the shiny wooden front seat, back seat, classic style boat. Fantastic. I love those. They're awesome. If you're ever in Idaho in the summertime, they do in McCall, Idaho, a summer boat festival, and then you'll see all of the cool retro boats all parked out along the dock in front of, shoot, I can't remember the name of the restaurant. It's the one right on the lake.
And
right
the story behind this, how Chuck acquired this, is this car was shipped to a car collector in New Zealand from England, right? But they forgot to open the vents on the shipping container, so the car was all molded. When it got to the collector, he said, "Ship it back to England. I don't want it anymore." And so Chuck found it online. He said, "Oh, well, X number, see if you take it." He took it. So he got the car from England. Wow. But it's a real race car. It's a Bordeaux 427, and it has 602, a little over 600 horsepower. It's a beast to drive.
A fun little caveat, the guy that was giving us the tour said that he lived in Sandpoint, Idaho for a little bit once we told him we were from Idaho. So he said that they do a similar boat show up there at
Lake Pend Oreille, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So we were just checking in, wanted to say hi so you guys could see the cars and know a little bit more about our Tuesday travels.
Yeah.
Very exciting and very fun. And we'll leave on a note with you guys seeing our home one more time. And Jesse and Jordan, we're saying goodbye.
Bye, everybody.